Everyone, it's Mel again from the Griffin's Gate, and in trying to come up with a topic for this week, Yusul seems to think that I need to discuss my addiction to yarn. um, to comp as my main hobby, I crochet, and I crochet a lot. Um, it's quite relaxing. It helps with some of my side effects from my meds, and kind of helps me kind of ignore some of my symptoms if I'm having a bad day and stuff with my essential thrombocythemia. Um, I have recently started going to the Crafty Cafe over on Lindham Hill, well at the near Pelham Bridge, across from the bus station here in Lincoln. Um, they've got a crochet club. It's the Lincoln Craft and Crochet Group that meet every other Friday. So I've started going there. I went there for the second time. I found it completely by accident a couple of weeks ago, and I really enjoyed spending time with these lovely ladies. Um, and today I was starting a new project just as my quick handbag project. I have, as most crafters have, I have a few projects on the go. I currently have two large commissions. Well, not one. One is a really large commission, and I'm probably about 2/3 the way through it, and it's a big family size corner to corner blanket, in rainbow stripes, and I'm getting. I'm a good headway through that. I've been working on it for ages, and I kind of slowed up because I was quite ill for a while. But I've been really kicking in on that one. Um, and then I have just started a lovely commission for a child's cardigan. Um, that won't take me too terribly long. I'm waiting for some buttons to arrive, some custom buttons, because I get custom buttons from the Magpie's Eye that are resin, and she does some really lovely sparkly unicorn ones that would be really lovely. And for that project, I'm using Drops Big Delight yarn, which is an Aran, which is a 100% wool Aran, that I get from Woolwarehouse. Um, Most of my yarn that I use, if I'm doing standard acrylic, I tend to either use Stylecraft Special DK, or I use Signet DK. But Usul seems to think that I have an addiction to hand dyed yarn, which, I mean, it's a splurge. Um, I have a monthly yarn box that I get from Devon Sun Yarns, and I have quite a few from Daisy Forrester from Devon Sun. Um, Usul is taking advantage of the fact that I do get regular yarn, and sometimes it takes me a little bit to decide what I'm going to do with it, unless something really jumps out at me that I want to do, such as my hat. My hat is out of the February Yarn Club from Devon Sun. It is a merino called Crocus in the Snow, I think it was that it's called, and it's got kind of green and purple and yellow flecks. That it's really, really soft and lovely merino. And Yusul has claimed this one. He wants me to make him a pair of fingerless gloves. And this was one that I got as a mystery box from Devon Sun. I think it's in her Humble base, which is 100% superwash merino sock weight. This one is kind of a really nice pale pink with splotches of kind of deep purple and blue, kind of like a denim blue. You can't really see too well, But this was really lovely. I was quite surprised that he chose a pink yarn, but hey, I shall make him a pair of wrist warmers with that he would like. In January, I'm still trying to decide what to do with this stuff. It's the January Yarn Club from Devon Sun was Feeling the Blues, and it's a 75% yak with a 25% bamboo sock weight yarn. And it's a lovely kind of demi blue with kind of some flecks of a pale pink in it, and I love it, and it's really lovely. And I have 2 skeins of it, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet, because it's not something that I would be able to have normally, because I mean, but it is really soft, and it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. And one of my recent completed handbag projects, the yarn came from Hand Dyed by Kate, and I've done this Windy Prairie scarf, which is quite long, and it's kind of like a turquoise blue and black with the white, and it's got a silver stellina sparkle in it, which you can't really see on the camera. And I still have a little bit of that left, so I might try to find a small project to make with that. And then my current handbag project is I've started a hat in the Devon Sun Yarns March Yarn Club, and it's this pretty springtime merino Aran that I'm making a baby slouch hat for a friend for the for her baby's naming. I also have a bit of a hook collection, and my main hooks are made by Susan Bates, and they are the aluminum hooks with the bamboo handles, because I'm a bit arthritic in my hands, and using handled hooks means that I can crochet all day and not feel anything, not have any issues. I mean, I have all sorts of other hooks. I have female handled hooks from Koru Tumi. I have female handles that I've done myself. My smallest hook being a 0.6 mil that makes everybody cringe, which is this one. This is for working with sewing thread, and I did an amazing collar for a lady's commission out of crochet Irish lace that was roses, and it was really, I loved doing it, and I'd love to do it again, but not in the time scale that I had to push myself, because my hands were cramping from trying to keep the tension on the yarn, because I mean my hands were stuck. I have, again, from like Koru Tumi, I have Totoro. As you can probably tell from some of my t-shirts and stuff that you'll see through, is I have a bit of a thing for Studio Ghibli. So I regularly have t-shirts and stuff with Totoro and Princess Mononoke. I have light up hooks like that. That's a CrochetLite that is imported from the States. My Susan Bates hooks are also imported from the States, and I thank my mother very much for getting me started with them, because it has made such a difference in how and what I can crochet. And then I also have some hooks from KnitPro, and I've got a couple of different types of handles, but I don't work with them a lot, except for in some of like my 1.5 mil hooks. But I've got lots of ideas for projects. So the yarn that I do have, it'll get used. I have lots of ideas. I'm currently tonight I've spent a bit of time this evening trying to get inspiration for a yarn, because I've got a friend who's going to knit me a hat because my knitting is appalling. And there's a hat that I've seen, that I keep on seeing on some of the groups, that I have my heart set on, but because I can't knit, and I especially can't knit in the round, I've asked a friend if she can knit it for me in exchange for some of my yarn. For some yarn that, in fact, this yarn, in fact, I have some left. I have like over a skein left of it, so I asked if my friend Petra could knit me this hat that I have my heart set on. It's just finding the perfect yarn, because I mean, if you're gonna have something like that made for you, it's gotta be. I know what I want. It's trying to find it, and trying to remember where I saw it. But onwards and upwards. I think I'll probably call it there for tonight. I said that you've heard me rattle on about my yarn. I'm sure you'll hear me rattle on in the future. And thanks for watching. Bye.